ladies and gentlemen. Today we're diving into a phrase that sounds paradoxical. If he loves you, he will ignore you. Because now let me unpack this in a way that speaks to the heart, the mind, and the courage that resides in each of us. Love isn't about constant attention, it's about trust and respect. This truth often runs counter to what many of us are taught about love. Society often romanticizes the idea that being loved means being the center of someone's world at all times. Popular culture tells us that love should look like relentless pursuit, extravagant gestures, and an unyielding focus on another person. While these displays of affection may feel validating in the short term, they often mask a deeper truth about what genuine love really looks like. Real love doesn't rely on proving itself through constant presence. Instead, it rests on a foundation of trust and respect, which are far more enduring and meaningful. When we talk about trust, we're talking about the ability to feel secure in another person's intentions, actions, and words. It means knowing deep down that someone cares for you without requiring continual reassurance. True trust allows both people in a relationship to move through their individual lives with confidence, knowing that their bond is strong enough to withstand time apart, challenges, and uncertainties. Trust doesn't need to be validated every hour or every day. It is a quiet, steady force that grows over time. Respect, on the other hand, involves recognizing and honoring someone's individuality. Real love honors growth, independence, and self-discovery. At its core, love is not about merging two lives so completely that individuality is lost. Instead, it is about creating a connection that encourages both people to become the best version of themselves. When someone truly loves you, they see your potential, your uniqueness, and your ability to grow as an individual. They don't try to control or limit you, but rather give you the space and encouragement to evolve. This kind of love does not stifle, it nurtures. It does not cling, it supports. Honoring growth means understanding that love is dynamic, not static. People change, circumstances shift, and relationships are constantly evolving. A love that values growth acknowledges that both partners will encounter new challenges, develop new interests, and refine their perspectives over time. Instead of resisting these changes, real love embraces them, seeing them as opportunities for deeper connection and mutual understanding. Growth is not a threat to love, it is an essential ingredient. When both individuals feel free to pursue their own personal development, the relationship itself becomes richer and more fulfilling. Independence is another critical element of a healthy, loving relationship. Independence does not mean detachment or emotional distance. Instead, it refers to the ability to stand on your own while still being connected to someone else. Independence in love is about balance. It's the ability to maintain your own sense of self while sharing your life with another person. True love respects and cherishes this independence because it understands that a partnership between two whole, self-sufficient people is far stronger than one built on dependency. Independence allows for a relationship where both individuals feel valued not for what they can provide to each other, but for who they are as people. When love honors independence, it allows for moments of separation without fear or insecurity. It recognizes that time spent apart, pursuing individual passions or goals, strengthens the bond rather than weakens it. Independence creates room for trust to flourish as each person feels secure in the knowledge that their partner supports their journey. It also fosters mutual respect, as both people understand and appreciate the effort it takes to grow and maintain their own lives while building a relationship together. Self-discovery is a deeply personal journey, yet it is one that profoundly affects the quality of a relationship. When love supports self-discovery, it creates a safe and nurturing environment where both partners can explore their identities without fear of judgment or rejection. Self-discovery often involves asking difficult questions, confronting insecurities, and reevaluating beliefs and values. A love that honors this process does not shy away from these challenges, but stands as a source of strength and encouragement. Supporting self-discovery in a relationship means allowing each other the freedom to explore new experiences, ideas, and perspectives. It means celebrating growth even when it takes your partner in unexpected directions. It requires patience and understanding, as self-discovery is rarely a linear or easy process. But in honoring this journey, love becomes a catalyst for transformation, helping both people become more authentic, confident, fulfilled. True love recognizes that growth, independence, and self-discovery are not just individual pursuits. They are also shared experiences that can bring two people closer together. When both partners are committed to their own development and to supporting each other's journeys, the relationship becomes a powerful force for positive change. It becomes a partnership built not on fear or control, but on mutual respect, admiration, and trust. This kind of love does not seek to define or confine, but to uplift and inspire. In a world where love is often misunderstood as sacrifice or dependence, real love stands out as something extraordinary. It is a love that sees the value in individuality and celebrates the unique contributions each person brings to the relationship. It is a love that understands the importance of space, freedom, and personal growth. And it is a love that thrives not on sameness, but on the dynamic interplay of two independent, ever-evolving individuals. Sometimes love steps back to let strength emerge. At first, this may seem counterintuitive. We often associate love with being there for someone, constantly offering solutions and rushing to provide comfort. While these gestures can certainly be expressions of love, they are not the only way to show it. Sometimes the most profound act of love is to step back and allow the other person to face their challenges, grow through their struggles, and discover their own resilience. Love isn't just about offering a hand to lift someone up. It's about believing in their ability to rise on their own. When someone steps back out of love, they are not abandoning or neglecting the person they care about. Instead, they are offering a deeper kind of support, one that fosters independence, strength, and self-reliance. This act requires immense trust and faith in the other person. It says, I believe in you. I trust your ability to handle this. You are capable, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. This kind of love doesn't coddle, it empowers. It doesn't solve problems for someone, it gives them the tools and space to solve problems for themselves. In many ways, stepping back is one of the most courageous forms of love. It requires letting go of the instinct to protect and control. It demands a level of patience and restraint that can feel uncomfortable, especially when we see someone we care about struggling. But real love understands that growth often comes through adversity. It recognizes that people are shaped not just by their successes, but by the challenges they overcome. By stepping back, love allows the other person to step forward into their own strength. This act of stepping back is not about being indifferent or detached. It is about creating space for the other person to discover what they are capable of. Love understands that every individual has an inner strength, even if it is buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, or uncertainty. Sometimes that strength can only emerge when someone is given the opportunity to face life's challenges on their own terms. By stepping back, love becomes a quiet but powerful force that encourages growth and self-discovery. Stepping back out of love can take many forms. It might mean resisting the urge to offer unsolicited advice when someone is struggling with a decision. It could involve allowing a loved one to experience the natural consequences of their choices, even if it is painful to watch. It might mean giving someone the time and space they need to process their emotions rather than trying to fix things immediately. Whatever the situation, the intention behind stepping back is always the same: to honor the other person's autonomy and trust in their ability to navigate their own path. This kind of love also requires a deep sense of humility. It means acknowledging that we don't always have the answers and that our way of doing things may not be what is best for someone else. It means recognizing that love is not about controlling or directing someone's life, but about supporting them as they find their own way. It requires us to set aside our own fears and insecurities and to place our trust in the other person's journey. At the same time, stepping back doesn't mean withdrawing completely or leaving someone to fend for themselves. It is about finding a balance between support and space. Love steps back not to abandon, but to empower. It remains present in the background, ready to offer encouragement, guidance, or a listening ear when needed. It is a love that respects boundaries while remaining steadfast in its commitment. Sometimes stepping back can be the most loving thing we can do, even though it may feel counterintuitive or even painful. It challenges us to redefine what it means to love and to let go of the need for constant validation or control. It asks us to trust in the strength of our loved ones and to believe in their ability to grow through their struggles. In doing so, we not only honor their journey, but also deepen our own capacity for love, patience, and understanding. Real love understands that strength cannot be handed to someone, it must be cultivated from within. By stepping back, love creates the conditions for that strength to emerge. It allows people to discover their own resilience, to learn from their experiences, and to grow into the fullness of who they are meant to be. It is a love that says, I am here, but I trust you to find your own way. Love thrives on balance, not possession. At its core, love is about creating harmony between two individuals, allowing both to coexist in a way that nurtures their growth and happiness without one overshadowing the other. True love is not about control, dominance, or ownership. It is about partnership. It is a dynamic exchange where both people contribute equally to the relationship while maintaining their individuality and autonomy. When love is balanced, it becomes a source of strength and stability rather than a force that weighs one person down or diminishes their sense of self. Balance in love means recognizing that both individuals have their own needs, desires, and aspirations. It acknowledges that a healthy relationship cannot exist if one person's needs consistently take precedence over the others. Instead, it is about creating space for both people to feel valued, heard, and supported. This balance is not always easy to achieve, especially in a world that often glorifies the idea of giving everything for love. However, true love understands that sacrifice should never come at the cost of one's well-being or identity. Possession, on the other hand, is the antithesis of balance. It is rooted in fear, insecurity, and the need for control. Possessive love seeks to claim and confine rather than to liberate and empower. It can manifest as jealousy, constant monitoring, or the need to dictate another person's actions. While possessive behaviors may sometimes be mistaken for passion or deep care, they ultimately undermine the foundation of trust and respect that true love is built upon. Possession limits freedom, stifles individuality, and creates a dynamic where one person's sense of worth becomes dependent on their ability to control the other. When love thrives on balance, it allows both people to bring their full selves into the relationship. It recognizes that each person has their own unique strengths, weaknesses, and contributions to make. Balance is about give and take compromise and mutual understanding. It means that neither person is always in the role of giver or taker. Instead, both individuals work together to meet each other's needs while also honoring their own. This kind of love is not about keeping score or demanding equality in every situation, but about fostering a sense of equity that ensures both people feel valued and respected. A balanced love also requires boundaries. These are not walls meant to keep the other person out, but guidelines that help both individuals maintain their sense of self within the relationship. Boundaries create clarity and prevent misunderstandings, ensuring that both people feel safe and secure. They allow love to flow freely without the fear of overstepping or being overwhelmed. When boundaries are respected, love becomes a space where both individuals can thrive without feeling suffocated or constrained. Another important aspect of balance in love is communication. Open, honest, and respectful dialogue is essential for maintaining harmony in a relationship. Communication allows both people to express their feelings, share their needs, and resolve conflicts in a way that strengthens their connection. It helps to ensure that neither person feels overlooked or undervalued and that any imbalances are addressed before they become problematic. Through communication, love becomes a collaborative effort where both people work together to create a relationship that is fulfilling for both. Love that thrives on balance also embraces the idea of interdependence. This is the middle ground between independence and dependence, where both people support each other without losing their individuality. Interdependence means that while both individuals can stand on their own, they choose to lean on each other in ways that enhance their lives. It is about building a partnership where both people feel empowered to pursue their own goals while also working together towards shared dreams. Possessive love, in contrast, often stems from a place of insecurity. It is driven by the fear of losing the other person, leading to behaviors that attempt to control or limit their freedom. However, true love recognizes that trust is the antidote to insecurity. It understands that love cannot be forced or coerced. It must be freely given and received. By letting go of the need to possess, love creates a space where both people feel free to be themselves, knowing that their bond is rooted in mutual respect and trust. Ultimately, love that thrives on balance is about creating a partnership where both people feel supported, valued, and free. It is not about dominance or control, but about finding harmony in the give and take of a relationship. This kind of love allows both individuals to grow and flourish, both as individuals and as a couple. It recognizes that true connection comes not from owning or possessing someone else, but from walking side by side, each person bringing their whole self to the journey they share together. True love empowers rather than rescues. Often, love is portrayed as an act of saving, one person swooping in to solve another's problems or protect them from life's difficulties. While this narrative might seem romantic on the surface, it creates an imbalance that can limit personal growth and undermine the foundation of a healthy relationship. True love does not position one person as a savior and the other as someone in need of saving. Instead, it fosters a dynamic where both individuals feel empowered, capable, and strong within themselves. Empowerment in love means believing in someone's ability to face their challenges and supporting them as they do so. It's not about removing obstacles from their path, but about walking beside them and encouraging them to find their own solutions. This requires trust in their resilience, intelligence, and capacity to overcome. Empowering love says, I am here for you, but I know you are capable of handling this. It is a love that builds confidence, not dependence. Rescue, on the other hand, often stems from a desire to control or protect. While the intention might be rooted in care, constantly stepping in to fix someone's problem sends the message that they are not capable of managing their own life. Over time, this dynamic can create a sense of dependence where one person feels they cannot function without the other. This is not the foundation of a healthy relationship, as it inhibits growth and fosters an imbalance of power. True love understands that growth often comes from struggle. Challenges and difficulties are opportunities to learn, develop resilience, and discover inner strength. By stepping back and allowing someone to navigate their own obstacles, love creates the space for that growth to occur. It's not about abandoning someone in their time of need, but about recognizing when support is needed versus when stepping in might hinder their development. Empowering love knows the difference between helping and enabling, between support and interference. When love empowers, it creates an environment where both people feel valued and capable. It encourages open communication, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Each person is seen as an equal partner, contributing their unique strengths to the relationship. This sense of equality fosters trust and deepens the connection between the two individuals. Empowering love does not overshadow or diminish, it amplifies and uplifts. Empowerment also means encouraging someone to pursue their dreams, passions, and goals. It means celebrating their successes and standing by them when they face setbacks. True love does not feel threatened by someone's ambition or independence. Instead, it finds joy in their growth and achievements. When both people in a relationship feel empowered, they are more likely to take risks, embrace challenges, and strive for their best selves. This creates a dynamic of mutual inspiration where each person motivates and uplifts the other. Rescuing, in contrast, often creates a cycle of dependence, when one person consistently steps in to solve the other's problems. It can lead to a dynamic where the person being rescued feels incapable of handling their own life. This can erode their confidence and sense of self-worth over time. The rescuer, on the other hand, may begin to feel burdened or overwhelmed by the constant need to step in. This dynamic is unsustainable and can lead to resentment or dissatisfaction in the relationship. Empowering love requires patience and self-awareness. It involves recognizing when the desire to help comes from a genuine place of support versus when it stems from a need to control or feel needed. It requires letting go of the urge to fix everything and instead trusting the other person's ability to navigate their own challenges. This can be difficult, especially when you care deeply about someone and want to ease their pain or struggle. However, true love understands that personal growth often requires facing and overcoming adversity. Empowerment in love also extends to emotional support. It means being a source of encouragement and reassurance without taking over. It's about listening without judgment, offering advice when asked, and providing a safe space for vulnerability. True love creates an environment where both people feel secure enough to express their fears, doubts, and struggles, knowing that they will be met with compassion and understanding. This kind of emotional empowerment strengthens the bond between partners and builds a foundation of trust. Ultimately, love that empowers creates a relationship where both individuals feel capable, confident, and free. It is a love that believes in each person's potential and supports their journey toward becoming their best selves. It does not seek to control or overshadow, but to inspire and uplift. True love recognizes that the greatest gift it can give is the confidence to stand tall, face life's challenges, and thrive as an individual while building a life together. Freedom and trust are the foundations of lasting love. At its essence, love is not about control, restriction, or ownership. It is about creating a bond where both individuals feel safe to be themselves. True love does not seek to confine or dictate how someone should live their life. Instead, it thrives in an environment of trust and mutual respect where both people are free to grow, explore, and express themselves authentically. Freedom and trust are not just optional elements of love. They are the very pillars that sustain it over time. Freedom in love means allowing space for individuality. Each person brings their own unique identity, dreams, and experiences into a relationship, and maintaining that individuality is crucial. True love celebrates these differences rather than trying to erase or mold them into something more convenient. It acknowledges that both people are whole individuals with their own needs, aspirations, and boundaries. Freedom means supporting each other's personal journeys, even when they may diverge at times. It is about embracing the idea that love is not about losing oneself, but about becoming more of who you truly are in the presence of someone who then values you. Freedom in a relationship does not mean a lack of commitment or connection. It is not about detachment or apathy. Instead, it is about creating a balance where both individuals feel secure enough to pursue their passions and goals without fear of judgment or restraint. It is about giving each other the confidence to step into the world as their authentic selves, knowing that their partner will stand beside them. This kind of freedom strengthens love as it allows both people to bring their best selves into the relationship. Trust, on the other hand, is the foundation that allows freedom to exist. Without trust, freedom can feel like a threat rather than a gift. Trust means believing in the integrity, intentions, and commitment of your partner. It is the assurance that love remains constant even when life pulls you in different directions. Trust eliminates the need for control as it provides the security of knowing that your partner values and respects the relationship as much as you do. Building trust requires consistency, honesty, and open communication. It means showing up for each other in meaningful ways and keeping promises, both big and small. Trust is not built overnight. It is cultivated over time through shared experiences, vulnerability, and mutual understanding. True love recognizes the importance of this process and is patient with the time it takes to establish a strong foundation of trust. When freedom and trust coexist, love becomes a safe and empowering space. It is a love that does not suffocate, but allows both individuals to breathe and grow. This dynamic creates a relationship where both people feel valued for who they are, rather than for how much they conform to each other's expectations. It encourages exploration and discovery, both within the relationship and in the world beyond it. Freedom and trust also play a crucial role in conflict resolution. In any relationship, disagreements and challenges are inevitable. However, when there is trust, both individuals can approach these moments with the confidence that their love will not be shaken. They can express their thoughts and emotions openly, knowing that they will be met with empathy and understanding. Freedom, in this context, means creating a space where both people feel comfortable sharing their perspectives without fear of judgment or retaliation. This balance of freedom and trust also fosters emotional intimacy. When both individuals feel free to be themselves and trust that their partner accepts them fully, it deepens the connection between them. Emotional intimacy thrives in an environment where vulnerability is met with compassion and support. True love does not demand perfection. It embraces the messy, imperfect realities of being human and finds beauty in them. Freedom and trust also eliminate the need for possessiveness or jealousy in a relationship. These emotions often arise from fear and insecurity, which are incompatible with a love built on trust. When both people trust each other completely, there is no room for suspicion or doubt. Instead, the relationship is characterized by a sense of ease and confidence where both individuals feel secure in their bond. Lasting love requires a commitment to nurturing both freedom and trust. It is a love that understands the importance of giving space while remaining deeply connected. It is a love that prioritizes honesty, respect, and mutual support, creating a foundation that can withstand the challenges of time and change. Freedom and trust are not just ideals, they are practices that must be cultivated every day through intentional actions and choices. True love recognizes that these elements are what allow a relationship to thrive and endure. In the end, true love is not about control, possession, or rescue. It is about empowerment, trust, and freedom. It is about creating a space where both individuals feel seen, valued, and respected for who they truly are. Love allows room for growth, celebrates individuality, and fosters strength through mutual support. It thrives on balance, trust, and the courage to step back when needed, knowing that the foundation of a lasting connection is built on respect and shared values. When love empowers rather than confines, it transforms into a partnership where both people can flourish together and as individuals in a bond that withstands the tests of time.